Hello guys, my name is Anna. I am from Ukraine and welcome to today's live stream from ukrainedating.tv. I'm streaming especially for you from Sumy City, Ukraine. And today our topic, what's real cost of marry a low quality woman? So let's take a look of this short video, and after this video I will put a StreamYard link to have, and you would have an opportunity to have a mock video date with me, so you can join to talk to me on camera face to face. Let's take a look for a short video of our topic.
Women are the most powerful force on the planet. They have massive impact on a man's life. And making sure you're around quality women who genuinely support you, genuinely love you, and genuinely care for you is extremely important. It's a man's job to financially and physically protect a woman, but it is a woman's job to spiritually protect her man. No matter how difficult life gets, if you have a woman who's by your side and you know truly loves you and truly wants the best for you, it gives you a source of power which you can't get from anywhere else in the universe.
Guys, are you agree with me with this statement? Okay, so let's talk about, let's first make an assumption. Who is high quality woman and low quality woman, okay? So if we would take a look for the most successful people on this planet, so vast majority of them, they are successfully married with some genuine feelings and support. So quality woman, it's a self-sufficient person who would as well protect a man spiritually. What does it mean? Guys, you can be absolutely great on your own and probably even would feel better not to have any responsibilities. You can be successful with the building career, with even organize all your home chores. You can be successful to solve any kind of problems you have. But I believe that man's biological function is to be that protector, exactly, to take care responsibilities. And if you set to achieved certain level of success and your life pretty well organized, you still have something missing from your life. And of course you can be a player, and you, when you are successful and have interest in qualities, you can have plenty of options. You can change woman every day, every night, every week, every month, whatever. What usually guys feel after this experience, then you don't see the difference between one woman from another. So you don't receive that satisfaction because it's very shallow connection. You don't have emotional bond. You don't have this real support and feelings to your woman, probably from your woman. So many of those guys come to this point that they want to have someone stable partner who really would be a strong supporter. Anything can happen, but your life pretty wealthy, but you still want to have someone to take care of. And then you find your peace if next to you is a high quality woman. So the difference, of course, in her qualities. Low quality women, I would consider like toxic women who constantly not satisfied with their life. They would never enough to receive anything. Doesn't matter how much she would receive, she would be constantly unsatisfied, you know, lack of attention, lack of presence, lack of help, lack of everything. So she would also be at her toxic mode and would complain all the time. It is quite damaging to mental health, of course, of woman, and of course she has influence on her man. And a man who can be successful would have this toxic like atmosphere at his home, and instead of have a rest at home, physical and mental, which is important because when you go outside, you fighting. Nowadays, you fighting to earn money, to solve all the situation, to organize any kind of questions, because life is not just to do our job, you know, from the beginning of shift till the end of shift, or if you are self-employed running a company, just to do your working duties. It is as well like when you achieve certain level of success, you have to deal with some property, some investments, to develop your skills in different areas. But still, it's challenging, and you losing your energy during all this day, and especially when you work with your mind. Physical work tough to a certain extent, and work when you need to do things with your brain, it's as well exhausting. And by the way, studies shows that this brain work is more exhausting kind of work. Maybe you can not agree, disagree with me. So it's just different type of to be burned out. But if you tired physically, you would have appropriate amount of sleeping hours, and you would be okay in 1 or 2 days. But mental exhausting, of course, would last longer and would affect you harder, and it would affect you on a physical level as well. So of course it is very important that a man would come to a cozy place where it's ecologic atmosphere and microclimate in the family very healthy. So when a woman satisfied in general with her life, when she really glad to see you, when she not try to attack you, to be aggressive to you with the demands, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, I want some attention, I want you, and put a lot of responsibilities on a man's shoulders. I believe that relationships with high quality women, it would be exactly these traditional roles, when you receive an exchange of energy, when men investing and protecting on different levels, and woman's responsibility is exactly to bring him peace, to create this cozy atmosphere where you would love to return to be surrounded with this person, because you charging next to her, you charging on a spiritual level. And that's exactly the goal of good relationships, right? Because guys, if you have just attractive woman but with the shallow mind, with the shallow life goals, it wouldn't last for a long time, just because you wouldn't be satisfied in general of your life, even if you would have good level of living, provide your life for all the family on a high quality. But you cannot buy this joy, right, when your mind is not in peace. And then you have nice house, you have good career, you have opportunity, to eat at a fancy restaurant, or buy, nice clothes, or to go to vacation. But when it's no peace on every area of this life out of work, so you're fighting at work, and then you come home and go into vacation or go into the restaurant, and you're not satisfied with this communication, you always have, to protect yourself, I mean protect from complaints, from argues, and whatever you're doing never being appreciated. That is very toxic and absolutely not enjoyable. How to recognize not quality women? It's about your choice, of course, and it's up to your priorities indoors. So choose wisely, of course. You need to see on a woman's background, on her family, what kind of relationships and connections she has with her family, how she's satisfied with her life in general at the beginning of your relationships, not just with you when you providing, and creating some nice, interesting events for your date. But take a look at a woman and try to observe how happy she is with herself and with her life in general, even without you at this life. So when a person is healthy, mentally healthy and fulfilled, her life is, fulfilled and decent. When she has good work, it not necessarily might be a very high career, but if she is satisfied with her working place, when she has some interests, when she has good relationships with her family, with her kids if she has, with her friends, does she has friends, and take a look as well at the circle of her friends, because you would understand that people reflecting, attracting first, yeah, into their life. And when you attract someone, only similar person with the similar qualities and life goals can live next to you. Because if you are opposite people with opposite lifestyles and life goals, you cannot deal. You have nothing to do together. So take a look at your closest circle, and you would understand. So if all the girlfriends of your woman are, fancy ladies who used to have sponsors, they would have big influence, and it would as well shows that your woman has things in common. If you can see that she focused on her development, that her friends as well, like, has families or stay in a serious decent relationships, of course it would be a positive indicator for you. uh, Take a look on her lifestyle, what she doing for living, what kind of interests she has, how she's spending her free time, which is important, because when we have a lot of free time, yeah, people who are not happy, they cannot fulfill their life by themselves to be happy with that. So usually they try to fulfill this space, empty space, with someone else. Like, when I'm with you, I feel happy. When I'm not with you, I feel bored. I need you. I am blah blah blah. That's a little bit red flag, just because it's a little bit not healthy mentally. And this woman then would depend on your attention and how much things you're doing for her, because only when you're doing some surprises, quality time together, only then she would be satisfied. When she would have her empty space, she would be not happy, just because she doesn't know what to do with her life. And it shows that this person is immature. uh, of course, you need to see the way she accepting your courtship, how grateful she is, how surprised and satisfied she is, how appreciative. Does she doing any kind of feedback, which is as well important. Guys, remark, our ladies don't chasing guys, and it's not typical that a woman at the beginning of relationships would you know chase you or invest at the beginning. Okay, it can be on the next phases, but at the beginning she would invest her time, her sincerity, her feelings. This feedback is important for you. You might pay attention, even if she has busy life, for person she really interested in. And for our women, for quality women, of course, relationships and family would be a priority. So she would find a time when to meet with you, when to spend day or weekends or few evenings with you. So be attentive. If woman always busy with something else, if she prefer to meet with her girlfriends, to go to the gym and then to some bar or something else, and then work, friends, interests, and I'm always busy, it's just a indicator of her interest to you. If she finding time to spend with you, but at the same time not rejecting all her life responsibilities, and her lifestyle is pretty the same but a little bit different priorities, then it is a good uh, sign for you. And of course, I agree that woman is a spiritual protection for human. A good woman, when you already have a family together, A good woman would always motivate you. Motivate, not like, she would poke you in the morning like, go and build your career, we need more money. But motivate in a feminine way. She would guide you a little bit with probably new ideas which can become, your missions for a family. With some wisdom, a good quality woman would understand and feel you when she can, um, you know, bring you wise advice, and when she just need to give you a personal space to process, to organize things in your mind, to find probably some solutions for certain situations. So she would feel your energetics probably, but in a good in a good way. Okay, so she would understand where you need to talk. And for, I know, guys, I saw this, like it's very important. I have some life experience, and as well like male friends, which told to me that sometimes to talk with a woman who would just listen to you and to understand you, not like, crying like a baby, oh, it was such a tough day, I have so many problems, not to cry, but just to share, just to sit one day and to speak out everything what you have at your plate. Like, I have this and this and this, like, in my mind, I did this and this, and I'm planning about this. And a woman who really loves you, she would listen to you carefully. She wants you, to speak out things what are bothering you, what on your mind, if you have this wish. Not judge you, of course, and never bring this against you, even if you ever had any weak moment. So she would support you and keep this as a just information which she received, but not to chase you, then to blame, oh, you told me this because you're weak, you was that and that moment. So not to argue, not to complain, not to like force you to do things against your nature or your feelings at certain moment. Next to a good woman, even some, not always, like an example, it's such a story, like story of wisdom what we have here at my culture. So one governor walking, some commander walking with his wife on the street, and he can see that a person, cleaning the road, so some servant, and he telling to his wife like, I think you might be happy that you are a wife of a commander, but not this cleaner. And she says, if I was his wife, he could be a commander. So maybe my translation not that much accurate, but it has some sense. And a good woman can be that support and reliable shoulder to a man, and inspirate him, encourage him, that this man would find, these resources inside himself to achieve better success in life. And such type of women, of course, you would appreciate in your life. You wouldn't, you would not be able, to change this woman for anything else. Exactly, because you would understand the value that this woman wouldn't be replaceable for you. And I wish you all to find that type of woman and to be happy in a happy, full, complete relationships, and to enjoy each other and to choose each other every day. When you're waking up in the morning and you understand in 1 year, in 5 years, and in 20 years that I appreciate that this person is next to me when I waking up, because I still choose my person every day. Okay, guys, let me show you my introduction video, and then I would put the StreamYard link into the chat. Welcome back. My StreamYard link already in the chat. So those of you who want to join to talk to me on camera, you are welcome. For this, you need to go to register at matchguarantee.com/Ukraine dating pass. This registration, simple registration form, which is free, guys. And then you would be able to visit my studio. You need to type your full name to have your microphone and camera on. Now I will go to the chat to read your comments. Maybe you have any questions. I'm glad to see you today, guys. What? Привет, Жаночка. Hello. 50% of all your stuff. You mean with a low quality woman that it would come to divorce? Then yes, I think you meant this. Juan Antonio, привет, lovely lady Jana, and beautiful roses to me. I believe men who have unsuccessful relationship have an idea of the cost. To be fair, there are plenty of low quality men. Different qualities and type of people exist. So many people on this planet. Low quality for one woman can be, some men can fall in love exactly in this woman and cannot explain to himself why. With the men, the same story. Still, people can have that compatibilities, but a big risk that your life would be tough. Yeah, people can live many years all their life together, but not be very happy about that. But it's up to your choice, of course. We choosing our partners, and at the beginning we choosing them for a reason, and then we deciding and growing together, yeah, and deciding why we choosing them every day. It's not just one-time choice. Eventually, the market tells us if we are low quality or not. Well, that's a great point. Your quality is up to your um, indicator of your options. If you can see that um, many people interested in you, it means, of course, that you have attractive features, qualities. That is why you have those options. If you can see that everybody rejecting you, you might find the reason why you're being rejected. You might understand the root of a problem inside yourself, and you are the only one person on this planet who can solve this problem. Guys, many things can be changed. So many different uh, practices and religions and interests and skills which affecting us. Everything is our conscious choice, and you really, if you can see that you have a low interest about your personality, of course better to find what exactly wrong with you, why you're not attractive to people. You can ask your friends, especially would be better if it would be opposite sex friend, but really with the deep sincere relationships who would be able to bring you tough love, which is obviously not pleasant, if you can handle it and change it. And of course, you need to look at the successful people and as well try to understand why they are successful, why they are so popular, what you need to change in your behavior, not to copy someone, but just to understand the successful mechanism, the idea why this person can be successful, and just apply this mechanism, not copy behavior, but to use the manner or the mechanism of communication manners, qualities, what are attractive, develop something inside you, change your shape, your style as well, always would be uh, appreciated and beneficial for you. Thank you. Happy Saturday. Hello, Anne. What one, Janechka, mental exhaustion goes through the day. You can start the day fine, but within several hours, that exhaustion will become very noticeable. Yes, and it will be noticeable on a physical level as well. You know, guys, such feeling when you don't have energy, you don't have power to do some even simple tasks, and you feel tired. You seems like did nothing, but you already feel tired. And mental exhaustion brings physical diseases, which is of course unpleasant, but that's a fact. When you're mentally exhausting, you are very weak and don't have protection, and even very simple things but can affect your immune system, which is very weak and low. Alex, hello to you. Hey, welcome to our channel. And Jana, extremely successful men and women cannot guarantee if they can be successful in relationship until they educated themselves how to be successful in relationships. Of course, you cannot have guarantees, but if you would think what qualities made this person successful, usually it's not just to be some expert or professional at some sphere. So a person who knows his skills, his craft very good, not necessarily would have a good career. And exactly to be successful in a career and organize some business, you need to have certain exactly qualities, not just skills by plumbing or something else, whatever, like finances or law. It's exactly up to qualities of a person. And if such person knows how to deal with people, with his business, the same understanding would bring success with the choice of a partner and how to deal with a partner. So I believe that these can work, that this can have sense. But of course, no guarantees. It's up to your choice. What kind of people you attracted to, with what goals. When you're ready, at least, to start serious relationships, you would try to find someone who is equal to you, yeah, who has the same life goals, life values, maybe interests. Not bad, quite important to have interests in common. And you would probably want to find compromises if you would value this person next to you. Jana, low quality women and men never lie about them low quality attributes. They show their negative attributes at early stage of relationships. Uh, some people can have masks, but this is just a specific niche of people, like sociopaths. Here, they narcissistic people. They would show to some, time they would be able to show masks. But if we would talk about other different qualities, so if a person is greedy, you never can hide this. Just because greedy person cannot overcome in his mind that to pay something extra or to to chase something good quality, high quality, which cost. High quality always equal to high price. Nothing good quality in this life can be cheap. So this is a very simple conclusion. The same with people, by the way. And cheap, I don't mean by price for people. So what else about qualities? If person is rude, of course, if you have lack of intelligence or manners, it would be visible in early stages. I agree with you. And another person who is a different level just cannot take this low quality person seriously. right? So you never can date a woman who would be, I don't know, like unpleasant, toxic, rude, or demanding indoors. It would be red flag to you. And John, unfortunately, their potential partner ignored the negative attributes, blinded by physical attraction and self-negative ego. Can happen. That is why make your choice wisely and don't be in rush. Nobody forcing you to get married in 3 months, right? That is why people date into exactly to get learn about each other's true colors, and this period usually up to like 1 year. But my own conclusion, even to 1 year and a half would be enough time to see a person in different situations and to have different kind of experience and to understand if this enjoy uh, of each other is excitement is still there. And um, and in 1 year and a half all these hormones which at the beginning they would not blind you anymore. And if you still have excitement about each other, it would be exactly already earned feelings. And you are able, from the moment of physical attraction, because of extra hormones in your body, in your mind, you can, if you are smart person and you choose your partner wisely, you would be able to build something real during this time. It's not just 1 day, it's every day of work and developing to a certain direction of your relationships. So as for me, it would be a perfect time to understand how compatible you are in real life, not just physical attraction indoors. Bill, hello to you. Some women only buy or like fancy designer clothes, bags, jewelry. Nothing bad with that if a woman has already, good, strong financial background from her family. For example, if she was born in a rich family and she just used to such things, but of course you understand that the percentage would be lower. But what you might pay attention about such things, if a woman is really addicted to such things, can she really afford such things and used to them all her entire life by herself, by her parents, that it's her just norm for her. Okay, these fancy things, it's just her norm, and she not suffering to buy a new brand shoes, but she all her other shoes are the same and she used to this quality. So then for her it is a norm. But very sometimes you can see a lady who would be addicted to her fancy look, but in reality she cannot provide for this lifestyle. And that would be not wisely economically, to um, to to buy things as a debt into her credit, uh, fancy. Uh, mm, that would be a red flag to me. So if a woman can provide those things into her life by herself, then that is fine. If a woman just addicted to those things and want from you just those things, but you cannot see other feedback from her, then of course it is a problem, and she she has low qualities. For her, fancy things, so items more important than qualities and relationships than people. Carlos, hello to you. You changed your picture. Such a nice man. Hi, people. Ciao. Hope everybody is having a great weekend. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. Looking very good at this picture. Mm, a series, a show. Kurnikova show. Okay. Dearest Jana, love your every changing hairstyle to keep men on their toes, making subtle changes in your appearance piques men's interest. Really, thank you. Nice. Yeah. What, Anachka, in regards to the commander, behind every strong man is a strong woman. Yeah, it's we have this expression as well, but exactly this story exists and very popular, at networks. And before networks became that popular and exist in general, so this story, came from mouth to mouth. Positive motivation and encouragement goes a long way, right? So it's peace, it's spiritual protection, it's being feminine, being flexible, to know how to be submissive, but at the same time not a slave, but to know and respect your boundaries. Then it would be a long way, right? Guys, here is my link. You can come and visit me if you still want. Kuzi, hello to you as well. Thank you for visiting every stream. I really hope that you would receive quality information and would make some conclusions, and those conclusions would help you to make a wise choice. And Jana, advice that my parents give to me, oh, interesting, great husband and wife help each other grow their life potential and promote the same method or to their children, future family. Oh yeah, this is very common psychological topic and like even area, like a huge chapter, because family background obviously make a huge impact on our personalities, and some things which just creating subconsciously in every person, which would influence your qualities and decisions which you cannot even explain to yourself. So many of those things we just subconsciously uh, took, learned from our first family. And of course, everybody knows that if you had positive example, um, most of all, you would be, you would have this great example. You would be mentally healthy, at least upbringed in a healthy environment, and it would be a great model of a family for future. What? And I agree with this, building each other up, providing positive encouragement and support help keep effort and interest. Kids learn from their parents how to treat partners, save up money, etc. Absolutely. I still remember like many things which my parents taught me when I was a child, exactly about common rules in our family. And of course, guys, you paying attention the way your mother treating your father and back, so you see or happy example or unhappy or something like like boring and like very like no flavor, and every model would have influence on you, of course. So good and bad examples would have influence, and probably you would repeat. Many people were just not taught with elementary manners and some behavior skills, exactly because their parents never taught. And this is very pity when people doesn't respect or appreciate. Yeah. And Zana, I agreed with you about everyone have a conscious choice of their life success, including in relationships. Thank you for agreeing with me. I think we very similar in our concept in general about like relationship, life, qualities, development, self-development. Um, just because some knowledges exist, and as physical laws, such laws between people, communication and relationship as well exist. And obviously nobody will feel happy if you would be to offend a person, if you would be rude, if you would be over demanding, if you would be not grateful. Obviously all things I mentioned above are negative, and if you would treat a person with all these things, you never can make happy any person, right? It's obvious. No any person on this planet who will receive joy and satisfaction from that way of treatment. So a science between of relationships between people as well exists, because good things and positive treatment brings positive feedback and results, but at the same time to keep healthy boundaries, because when you overdoing things sometimes people take it for granted. So many thin borders as well about this behavior. But I believe in this science and this psychology and all these psychological tips. That's very helpful to understand how things work. So it's very simple. Like with the physics, you understand why water is a liquid, and when you put it to the fridge, it turns into the ice. So you understand, and it makes your life easier. So you know what to expect if you do this, and how you can use it, apply it into your life. The same with the relationships, and you understand if you would make this step in your behavior towards your partner, it might bring this result, just because such work, such is a work of a personal conscious and subconscious behavior. Yes, such would be a common feedback reaction. So you can predict those things as well. You can work under yourself what kind of things you want to bring to somebody's life, and the same thing you would receive back. At least not the same, but not necessarily that it would be a reflection from this person. Reflection to a certain extent means that you would receive the same energy back. If you treat a person badly, you would receive as well negative things. And if you try and doing things in a correct, right way, you would receive, of course, something good. Yes, tomorrow is an Easter, guys. Big holiday. What for your physical health as well, as you said, such as issues with bowels, for example, loss of appetite, etc. Right, right. So you would obviously feel sick physically, mentally, and it can really make you sick. Ian, hello to you. Hi, Jana and Vatvat. I don't know. Please share with me, guys. Yeah, guys, already congratulating each other. Nice. Happy Easter for all of you tomorrow if we wouldn't see each other. Yeah, tomorrow I would meet with my, 2 p.m. Eastern. Yes, correct. Thank you. So we would send a reminder to our Telegram Polish Brothers group. So all the members, you are welcome, guys. We would meet tomorrow. We can celebrate Easter, your Easter. Yes, I'm curious as well. Carlos, some women demand from a man a lifestyle that she can't afford for herself. That's a problem for me. Carlos, you understand that women usually earn less than men, and it's normal desire to find a man who would be a little bit above financially, and especially when she would dedicate all herself and give all herself to a family. And you cannot change the fact, especially I know you want kids, you cannot reject the fact, deny the fact that a woman would be out of her work, of her some career, when she would have kids and bring kids, mostly woman's responsibility, first years of life. And she would dedicate this time to her family. She cannot earn the same like you. When a woman demanding fancy stuff, especially at very early age, time, early stages of relationship, that is obviously a red flag. But if a woman softly encouraging you to achieve certain level of life, to think, sometimes wise women can just bring a good advice like, honey, don't you think that we need to buy another property? We can invest there, and it would be some investment which we can use in the future, or for example, give to our kids when they would grown up. So such women expect that you would be provider, you would earn this money, you would invest this money for family benefits. But she would help you to earn this, because when you would build your career, she would provide for your house things. Janочка, a woman who is used to a certain lifestyle will have a hard time getting together with a man who cannot offer such a lifestyle. Yes, that is true, guys. You can be offended. You can tell that women need only money for you. Guys, I would be tough here. That phrase would say a man who cannot earn any money and provide this lifestyle. When demands obviously over like norms, then I understand that it's not realistic. But when a woman just wants to have a decent lifestyle, nothing wrong here. It's normal desire of every person in general. You all would prefer something delicious, which smells good, which tastes good, right? Instead of low quality, chemical, unuseful, and not tasty stuff. So the same things everywhere. You always would choose better option. You always would choose a woman who would be more beautiful. You always would choose woman who would be more pleasant, and more smart, or like always would be something better than you would settle. Like you wouldn't settle for something less if you can achieve something better, right? So it's normal desire, and it would be really be a deal breaker if a man just not rejecting, resisting to develop, to achieve things. For women, important a man who has a life mission, where you would try to achieve certain levels all the time. It can be, some small goal, level of life, then something else, something else, something else. So we all have one more day every day, and every day can bring you some new knowledges and skills, or you can stuck at the same level and till the end of your days can be satisfied with the same salary, the same working place, the same t-shirt or coat for all your entire life. Of course, you would want something better quality, something new, something with the better options. The same with the woman. And it's not that. Yes, I will talk to this naughty lady after the stream. What, Janочка, times have changed, unfortunately. Over here, parents expect that they care to the most of raising their children. This creates problems for the child, as they won't have a strong bond with their parents, compared to kids who have at least one parent who raises and teaches them things. Yes, guys, life can be tough. Different people, different qualities, different place, country, and even at the same country, people can have very different background with their place of living. At the larger cities, you have more options and you can provide on a better level. But at the same time, you are more under the stress and always rush. You have more option as well where to spend your money and what things are a must for your lifestyle. At, for example, countryside, that would be lack of good working places, just because the environment and the infrastructure would be way more less, which would affect your options about providing the same. So many people, they have to work to provide their life, but daily care, in one hand, it is a necessity exactly to be able to pay your bills. In another hand, some parents just don't want to bring their own kids because it's boring, it's tough, difficult, right? But there are plenty of other examples. Just yesterday, my mom shared with me a story, and how this person called, person who serves in the military, this with the same uh, mm, at the same place as my stepfather. He is a father of three kids and successful lawyer. And he worked, built his career, and first child, the eldest son, while he grew up, he built his career and was always out of home. And then they had two more children, and he realized, I don't want to spend all my uh, youth and middle ages at work, constantly working, and not even admit that moment while my kids growing up, not to spend time with my wife. And he already achieved certain level of success. He hired two assistants, and his rule then became that he working only till 1 p.m. every day, not later. So just half of a day work, and the rest can do his assistants. And he came to his family. He still has half of a day for upbringing, for doing things at a private house, to do things by your own hands, and to live life. And I respect this story. This is maybe even more an exception, not a common rule. But such people exist who not focus just on their constant career and out of home all the time. Hello, Jacob. Hello to you. Vatva, Janechka, I was a young boy when my mom taught me how to behave towards others. She was strict about it and how to be respectful. Great, and it's a must, of course. I as well remember such moments from my childhood, and it that's what exactly parents must do, and especially mothers, right? To explain simple things. Don't talk too loud, especially when you are around other people, yeah, somewhere out. Don't like interrupt or behave and explain everything with these rules. But what my aunts still tell me to this day, that I can say yeah, informal from you, instead of you, formal form of you. They have been saying that for 25 years. Mm-hmm. Now time goes forward, yeah, this Sunday. Yeah, that's fine. Santos, hello to you. Hi, Jana, Vatvat, Bill, and everyone else. Nice. Ian, Jana, will you leave Ukraine again if war gets worse? Am I right? You have a mom and daughter plus a cute cat. Do consider the south of UK. Yes, I obviously would leave Ukraine, but this time it's more challenging and tough to do that, just because this is not the first move to me, and my daughter would change school third time during last 2 years. This is tough, guys. I need to prepare. This time, previous time I escaped from my flat, it was urgent escape. We had just half of a day, to organize everything. And the rest of things, my parents then delivered to me, shipped to me to Warsaw. This time, if I would move, I need to be serious about my choice and all the future options. Yeah, to be responsible with my decision. And my mom wouldn't move just because my father is serving at the military, so he is at the work currently. And my mom, as a traditional and loyal wife, she would stay here and not going to move anywhere. So the situation would be this way. Yes, in a very urgent case, I have things where to go, have places. Hello, Sam. Hi. Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, this is a link to the Telegram group of Ukraine Dating.tv channel, so you're welcome to join there to participate, to talk beside each other, to have chit chat. If you have any questions, I am there as well, can answer you. Juan Antonio, to what I agree, hypergamy is one of the driving factors in how a woman selects a partner. I have no problem with that. Yeah, hypergamy, right. But to Juan, I see it as a woman's course now. If she has been used to a certain lifestyle for years, she will less likely accept a man who cannot bring her back to that lifestyle. Unfortunately, yes, that would be an issue, and maybe such cases exist, but probably few. Uh, what you see that a woman who already was able to build career and used to a certain level of lifestyle, this lifestyle brings as well other opportunities, and you don't just have fancy shit. You as well have certain level of development, self-development, and you surround it during this lifestyle with a certain level of people who are intelligent, who are polite, usually, right? We would prefer at least, and would be able. It's a big difference, when I had my experience to travel to Warsaw and back, when I used a bus and when I used a train, which is double expensive price. And the level of people, they are already way different with way different experiences and mindset and manners, and it's not like it affecting people. So women can have problem, even not that he cannot afford your favorite fancy restaurant, but he can afford just very average cafe. So all this environment and lifestyle would as well affect his manners, probably like the way he was upbringed, or how he behave, how confident he feel, beside other men. Like many things would be affected. Yes, Poland was really good, and I believe still, even with those provocations, which I believe Russia creates artificially, to separate Poland and Ukraine. I believe it all fakes, and Poland still very friendly to Ukrainian people, and millions of Ukrainian people were forced, but still found a new home, even maybe temporary, but yeah. Juan Antonio, what many things in life can be a double-ended blade. We have to make the best choice of ourselves. Sadly, some people are not able to properly access their situation and fail in relationships. Yes, that is words of wisdom. Guys, I would end my today's stream because I have an appointment. I wish you good luck. Bye bye.